Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Arinda Talks. I'm your host Arinda, and today I'm talking about Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil, or Cirque du Sun, is a Canadian entertainment company and the largest contemporary circus producer in the world. Located in the inner city area of St. Michael, it was founded in Bay St. Paul on 16th of June 1984 by former street performer Guy Laliberté and Gilles Stay-Croix. Originating as a performing troupe called Les Chanteurs, they toured Quebec in various forms between 1979 and 1983. Their initial financial hardship was relieved in 1983 by a government grant from the Canadian Council of the Arts to perform as part of the 450th anniversary celebrations of Jacques Cartier's voyage to Canada. Their first official production, Le Grand Tour du Cirque du Soleil, was a success in 1984, and after securing a second year of funding, Laliberté hired Guy Curran from the National Circus School to recreate it as a proper circus. Its theatrical character-driven approach and the absence of performing animals helped define Cirque du Soleil as the contemporary circus that it remains today. After financial successes and failures in the late 1980s, Neville Experience was created with the direction of Franco Dracone, who also directed Kidam and Alegria, which not only made Cirque du Soleil profitable by 1990, but allowed it to create new shows. Cirque du Soleil expanded rapidly through the 1990s and 2000s, growing from one show to 90 shows in over 306 cities on 6 continents. The company creation have received numerous prizes and distinctions, including 3 Drama Desk Awards, 7 Primetime Emmy Awards, Multi-Top Gemini Awards, a Daytime Emmy Award, a Juno Award, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 2000, Cirque du Soleil was awarded the National Arts Center Award, a companion award of the Governor General's Performing Arts Awards, and in 2002 was inducted into Canada Walk of Fame. Each Cirque du Soleil production is a synthetic of circus styles from around the world, with their own central theme and storyline. Shows employ continuous live music with performance rather than stagehands changing the props. The duration of each touring show is typically between 2 and 2.5 hours, including an intermission. Permanent shows are usually between 70 and 90 minutes in the length without an intermission. Typically, touring shows as well as resident shows perform a standard 10 shows a week. Touring shows usually have a dark day with no performances, while resident shows have 2. Now guys, I must say I always have loved Cirque du Soleil every time since I have seen it on television. And the first show I saw was Kidam. I loved Kidam because of the simple themes and, well, the acrobats were very good, the clothing was very beautiful, music, live music that is insane good. So, but also they don't use animals. So the important thing of Cirque du Soleil is that they're telling a story. And did you know that everything that has made by Cirque du Soleil, if it is sets, props, clothing, and whatever else more, it's all handmade. And that is one thing I really, really love. I had the privileges to visit some of the shows when they were touring in the Netherlands. So I have seen Alegria live, De Rallion, and Farrakhan. Well, Alegria is still touring, and what I have seen on their website is that they have made it a little bit more modern than I know. But still, it's so super good. And, it's very... it's something you could see every time. And that's what the most of the shows of Cirque du Soleil is family related. There are a few shows that I wouldn't take my kids to, but okay. I already told you that the acrobats are very good. And a lot of them are Olympian. And so when the body can't handle the stress of competing, most of them are finishing up like this. Some will be trainers, some will be performing, etc. I know, for example, a lot of Dutch Olympian like Alvira Becks and, what's his name? Never mind. So, they are very involved with Cirque du Soleil. And there was, I can't remember, I thought it was 2010 Olympics, so Summer Olympics. I thought it was 2010. For example, there was a female Olympian who was already very known in Canada and America, and she was competing with, I think, the American team, I can't be sure. But she was also a member of Farrakhan. And because they were in the same city as the Olympic Games at the time, all her friends of Farrakhan were cheering on for her. And there was a moment that, and they have some kind of a gala in the end, and she would perform with her team, and her friends surprised her. And she made, with another acrobat, she made a trapeze act. And those three girls, they surprised her, and they started to perform the trapeze act from Farrakhan. And one of the girls, well, not one of the girls, it was the clown, what's his name? Very famous, very funny, really funny. He asked her, well, girl, what do you think? You remember your own little child? Go for it. So she performed with her friends that act of Farrakhan, and that was very, very nice to see. Talking about the clowns, there were some of the things you can really recognize as in, if it is a show of Cirque du Soleil. As Cirque du Soleil, the stage is phenomenal. Everything is handmade. Even the merchandise you can buy, like clothes and hats and whatever else more, is handmade. And I think that is one of the greatest thing of Cirque du Soleil too. So, you have the acrobats, who are very, very good. You have live music. And then there is this part of the clowns. The clowns are very, very funny. And in a lot of shows, there is this clown family. They are spread over a lot of shows, but they are always have been working with Cirque du Soleil, and they are phenomenal. There are shows that you can see, and those clowns are making you so laugh. It's so funny that they are there, and it's like I said, it's not. They also are part of the story, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Cirque du Soleil, and it's still performing, by the way. You remember the movie of James Cameron, Avatar, with those blue aliens? Well, they made a whole show of it, and oh my god, that's so good. And you know, I have seen a few shows live, and that will never be comparing with the shows that you see on TV or on YouTube. There are some of the shows that are very old and not touring anymore or still perform. So there are some off YouTube. So just type in Cirque du Soleil and you'll find them. Also, there are videos, of course, on the Cirque du Soleil website itself. But yeah, Cirque du Soleil is one of the, for me, it's one of the greatest show entertainment in the world. And like I said, there are a few shows that are really known. For example, like I said, Taruk, the first flight. That is about the Avatar. They have done a tribute to Michael Jackson, but also the Beatles. And there was one, and I was really surprised that they did this. They worked together with Lionel Messi, the footballer, soccer player, who he cut his own show. And I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'm going to, but it was really, it was surprising that they actually told that they are going to do this. And yeah, I don't know if you have seen it, but I haven't seen it, but it has to be a good one. But they have done a lot of shows more like that. So Dralion was also nice. And one note, by the way, guys, like I said, you can't compare a show on video and a show in a live show, because when you are in a live show, the atmosphere is almost magical. And I really had that experience with Farrakhan. Farrakhan, to me, oh my god, that was really, really magical. It was also like, of course, good and bad. Good fears bad. The Incarius, who is falling in love with a creature from the forest, etc., etc. But let me tell you guys, that show was really magical, and you can't simply compare that when you see something on TV. So Dralion is a Chinese-based show, and so this show, and I think that also is doing it with Farrakhan in a way, because Dralion is telling you about the four elements: water, fire, air, and earth. And it's very nice to see how they did this. Of course, you will have seen the colors. One act, well, there are more of them, but the thing I really love about this show is that there are a lot of contortionists in it. And beautiful air acrobat of two people, like a love couple. And that piece is really, really beautiful. they are still touring to of all the continents, and each what I have seen, each continent have some kind of a continent-based theme in their shows, and that is very nice to see, really nice to see. And from time to time, I like to watch those shows back because it brings nostalgic to me. It brings wondering about how people can give a show like that, and it's just beautiful. It's bringing out your inner fantasy, and it's just nice to see how a show come to life. And that's what I have already talked about Farrakhan, but there's something else about Farrakhan. Farrakhan had made a documentary behind the scenes leading up to the day of the premiere of Farrakhan, what, by the way, always be in Quebec. I thought Quebec is always the premier city to launch a new show. So you see the whole road from everyone behind the scenes, and I think they have sent it out on television. I have it on DVD. The documentary called "The Fire Within." I don't know if they are on YouTube right now, but you can have a lot. If you, I would say so. Why not? And it's very good to see how a show is coming on the road, how it's be there, and etc. So if you really are curious about that, just take a look on it. Or maybe it's on streaming site or whatever. I don't know. I haven't looked that far into it, but I have it on my on DVD. So yeah, Farrakhan is just a big show I really, really love. So the currently playing shows are Corteo, Ka, Michael Jackson 1, Mystery, O, The Beatles, Love, Mad Apple, Joya, Alegria, Cosa, Lucia, Ofo, Vive Nuns Divas, Bazaar, Crystal, 'Twas the Night Before, Messi 10, Curious Cabinet of Curiosities, Dawn to Life, and coming soon, MUV. So, you heard it already. It's almost 20 shows that are live that currently are playing in all of the continents. Some are based in a city, some are just touring in a continent. So yeah, have a look what is near you, and if you like what I'm describing to you, just take a look. Yes, a ticket can be a little bit expensive, but it's your money worth. Really, it is. So, let me tell you more about the shows. Corteo, which means cortege in Italian, is a joyous procession, a festive parade imagined by a clown. The show brings together the passion of the actor with the grace and power of the acrobat to plunge the audience into a theatrical world of fun, comedy, and spontaneity situated in a mysterious space between heaven and earth. Crystal explores the artistic limits of ice for the first time in the company's 34-year history. This unique production pushed boundaries of performances by combining stunning skating and acrobatic feats that defy the imagination. In Crystal, gymnasts and skaters perform acrobatics on ice and in the air, seamlessly combining multiple disciplines for a world-class audience experience. Synchronized skating, freestyle figures, and extreme skating are featured alongside traditional circus disciplines such as swing trapeze, aerial traps, and hand-to-hand. Ka combines acrobats, powers, martial arts, puppets, interactive videos, projection, and pyrotechnics to tell the epic story of a pair of twins, a boy and a girl, who embark on a perilous journey to fulfill their shared destiny. Michael Jackson 1 is a state-of-the-art visual and audio experience dedicated to the creative legacy of one of the most successful recording artists of all time. Guided by the music of Michael Jackson, four misfits set out on a journey that will take them on a tour through the King of Pop's discography. In an intense sensory experience, Mystery features content motion, high-energy acrobats, evocative dances, colorful costumes, and vivid lighting. Oh, all pays homage to the magic of theater, from simple street performances to extravagant operas, where all in the possible and life's drama unfold before our very eyes. World-class acrobats, synchronized swimmers, divers, and enchanting characters demonstrate their aquatic powers in, on, and above the water, resulting in an extraordinary experience. Set to an iconic soundtrack, The Beatles' Love by Cirque du Soleil is a multi-sensory journey. The three-times Grammy-winning soundscape sets the background for thrilling aerial acrobatics, daring trampoline and roller skate acts, and much more. Discover the psychedelic, captivating, immersive, and technological wonder that has excited and delighted more than 10 million guests. This theater in the round spectacle continues to be one of the most celebrated shows in the world. Mad Apple is a delicious Cirque du Soleil cocktail of New York-inspired acrobats, music, dance, magic, and comedy starring Brad Williams. Celebrating the city that never sleeps, Mad Apple is a non-stop thrill ride from the moment you step into the theater, from pre-show's magic and boozy liberations at the stunning stage bar, to the band playing the biggest musical hits inspired by the city. Mad Apple blurs the line between circus, live entertainment, and New York nightlife culture. Featuring 6 brass acts and a dynamic makeup of musicians, dancers, comedians, magicians, and circus performers, Mad Apple rewrites the script on Las Vegas entertainment. Each act is like a snapshot from a different nocturnal side of New York, brought to life by underground stars, high-flying acrobats, street performers, up-and-coming entertainers, and the biggest musical hits to come out of the city. Yo yeah! Yoya, the first Cirque du Soleil resident show in Mexico, combines culinary and performing arts in an intimate theater setting to engage the audience's five senses. Drawing on Mexico's history and heritage, Yoya tells the story of an alchemist and his granddaughter embarking on a quest to uncover the secrets of life. Don't miss the opportunity to taste extraordinary dishes and live an unforgettable night inclusively at the Cirque du Soleil Theatre at Vidante Riviera Maya. Yoya, a thrilling, whimsical show, is which joy, courage, and friendship conquers all. Alegria. Alegria is a all-time Cirque du Soleil classic reimagined for a new generation to fall in love with. At the heart of a kingdom that has lost its king, Alegria witnessed the power struggle at play between the old under and the new movement, yearning for hope and renewal. With its unforgettable soundtrack, exciting acrobats, surreal costumes, vibrant sets, and playful humor, Alegria unfolds a touching, immersive experience imbued with a joyous, magical feeling. A quintessential Cirque du Soleil spectacle. Kusa. Kusa is a show that blends almost to perfection. Its subcontinental sound is stunning lightning and costumes with theatrical ingenuity and acrobatic wonder. A return to our origin, Kusa combines acrobatic performance and the art of clowning while exploring fear, identity, recognition, and power. The innocent's journey brings him into contact with comic characters from an electrifying world full of surprises, thrill, audacity, and total involvement. Lucia. Lucia is inspired by the people, places, and stories that define Mexico. Take a journey through the dream of Mexico from the folklore of old to the urban landscape of today. Lucia takes you to an imaginary Mexico, like in a walking dream where light, quenching the spirit, and rain soothes the soul. With a surrealistic series of grand visual surprises and breathtaking acrobat performances, Lucia cleverly brings to the stage multiple places, faces, and sounds of Mexico taken from both tradition and modernity. In 2022, the sixth opus of the tribute series will feature live singers to honor Quebec's greatest female vocalists. Vive Nos Divas is a musical journey through time celebrating the reviving legacy of Quebec divas. In an unprecedented twist, vocalists will perform the iconic songs live on stage at Amphitheater Kung Diego. OVO. OVO is teeming with life, insect work, play, fight, and look for love in a non-stop riot of energy in motion. Their home is filled with biodiversity, beauty, action, and moments of quiet emotions. The awestruck insects are intensely curious when a mysterious egg appears, representing the enigma and circle of their lives. Bazaar. Bazaar is an electric lab of infinity creativity where a joyful troupe of acrobats, dancers, and musicians craft an awe-inspiring spectacle. Led by their maestro, they band together to invent a whimsical, one-of-a-kind universe. In a place where the unexpected is expected, the colorful group reimagines, rebuilds, and reinvents vibrant scenes in an artistic acrobat game of order and disorder. Come and claim your place amidst this marketplace of merriment and creative camaraderie. You just might find that the end of the story is really only the beginning. 'Twas the Night Before is an exhilarating spin on the beloved Christmas classic as only Cirque du Soleil could imagine. This festival show about the wonders of sharing and friendship promises to spark lasting memories in the hearts of family this holiday season. Join Isabella, a curious girl jaded by the craze surrounding Christmas, as she is whisked away to an upside-down, inside-out world of the poem where she meets colorful characters of this timeless classic. Cirque du Soleil's first ever Christmas show, 'Twas the Night Before, is a flurry of love, Christmas cheer, rip-roaring fun, and huggily lovable characters that will becoming a new tradition for family to cherish. Discover what happens before Santa drops in. So that was the last show. And, well, if you like to watch this one of these shows live, or you want to buy a ticket, or you want to have more explorations of the shows that are touring and are available now, or you just want to look at the beautiful merchandise they got, also handmade by the way, you can look at their website www.cirquedusoleil.com. In the description you can find the links of full shows on YouTube, from Kidam to the Roi Lion, Ka, and a few of the very first shows that they made, and of course my favorite, Farakai. Have fun watching it. So I'd like to thank you for listening to this podcast. I hope you like what I'm doing, and I try to be so diverse as much as I can. Tell me what you think how I'm doing with this podcast. If you have any tips for me on how I can do things better, let me know. If you'd like to talk about this episode or want to comment on this episode, you can reach out on the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. The next episode is about the world of Narnia. I'm your host, Dorinda. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in 2 weeks.